Last Sunday, we listened to the story of the prodigal son from the Gospel of Luke. This Sunday, it's the story of the prodigal daughter from the Gospel of John. In Luke's Gospel, the elder brother comes in from the fields and angrily wants his brother punished for what he's done. In John's Gospel, the leaders of the people in the temple want the woman stoned to death. They don't understand mercy and forgiveness. Jesus is celebrating the Feast of Tabernacles, John's Gospel says. It's an autumn feast, thanking God for the harvest just gathered in. God's given rain and good weather, and water and light have brought life to this world. So at this feast, Jesus says God sends life to the human family through him. He's living water, bringing life. He's a warm sun, bringing a harvest beyond anyone's imagination. And when he says that, the leaders of the people begin to look for ways to put him to death. He claims too much. They bring him a woman caught in adultery, and they ask if she should be stoned to death for what she'd done. That was the law. So what do you say? They say to him, so that they could bring some charge against him. They don't care about the woman. They're after him. And on a feast celebrating life, they wanted him and the woman to die. Jesus doesn't answer. He bent down and he began to write on the ground with his finger. But when they continued asking him, he straightened up and he said to them, "Let the one among you who is without sin be the first to throw a stone at her." Now, what was Jesus writing on the ground with his finger? We don't know what it was. It was likely an act of utter disgust at what they were doing to the woman, treating her as if she were nothing. So he says nothing, except finally, "Let the one among you who is without sin be the first to throw a stone at her." And in response, they went away one by one, beginning with the elders. The story has a beautiful ending. The gospel says, so he was left alone with the woman before him. St. Augustine comments on that moment. He says, only two remain, the poor woman and incarnate mercy. Then Jesus straightened up and said to the woman, "Where are they? Has no one condemned you?" She said, "No one, sir." Then Jesus says, "Neither do I condemn you. Go, and from now on, do not sin anymore." This story occurs in John's Gospel before Jesus is put to death. It says that God wants people to live, not die. God respects people no matter what. His mercy is like the rain and the sun, bringing a harvest of good things. Mercy doesn't condemn. Go, Jesus says to the woman. Forget what's behind. Go to what's ahead. Go to the goal, the prize that's promised to us all. God wants us to live.